what's up now? We are going to do the smoked bacon pecan pie. You can find that one on the webpage with the recipes. If you're looking at it now, I'm going to try to fix this, but the corn syrup, there should be 1 cup. I got it in 2 places. I'll correct that later, but we need to clean that up. So what we need is, you'll see this, my cast iron pies. Love these things. Camp Shift makes them. Sorry, I'm trying to do things at once. Amazon, I think under 20 bucks, can't remember. As you can see, I kind of coated that a little bit with some butter, keep it from sticking, but that pie pan's pretty oiled up, so it should be fine anyhow. But I want to do that, so I'm going to get to putting this together. This is here so I could roll out my pie crust that I made earlier. There's a video on that. But I want to get into this. So 1 homemade pie crust I'm not worried about. We got 2 tablespoons melted butter. We need to put eggs, all this stuff together. So since eggs are always a pain, I'm going to start with my 3 eggs. Like again, I said, recipe is on the website. So please, if you want it, look at it, do it, try it. And this one is going to go in the smoker. And we'll see what we got. But I hope you enjoy this one. And we are also doing an apple pie today, so I will show you that too, but I wanted to break up these videos in 2. So, what do I got? I need 2 tablespoons melted butter. I need a cup of corn syrup, that's there. 3 eggs, those are there. 2 tablespoons water, teaspoons water, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon vanilla, and pecans. I don't get too excited about putting this together. So this is actually a teaspoon. I'm going to cheat. That looks close enough for me. I'm going to call it good. So my salt's out of the way. 2 teaspoons water. I think that's being a little picky. But those of you that are really worried about it, there's 1. 2. So eggs are in there. 2 tablespoons melted butter. Pre-melted in there, already measured out, dump that in. Again, I don't get overly excited about a little bit of stuff. So I got my 2 tablespoons butter melted in there. I gotta do a cup of sugar, white sugar, that's in there. 3 eggs, 2 tablespoons water, salt. I need a teaspoon of vanilla. And some are not say, why don't you just mix this up before? And I'm like, right now, you know what? I'm not worried about it. It'll mix just fine. So I'm not going to get all that excited. I am not going to put pecans in yet. I'm not going to put bacon in yet because they're kind of difficult to mix. But that covers all my ingredients. Like I say, all that'll be in there. So I'm going to take a whisk to start because I got eggs. So I'm just going to work that mess in really nice. And until we get kind of a battered mix deal. And of course I'm going to have sugar on the side, and those of you that are worried about your pecan being clear, it will clear up later. And I don't like to put the corn syrup in until later either, because I want to whip the eggs and everything in there. So we are probably done with the whip, because we all know when we add corn syrup and bacon, it is going to get messy. So take a spoon. I don't really care. I'm just going to use a plastic one for now, or a vinyl or whatever. So Carol, not pushing them at a nice little thing on their label, shows you a cup. You can see I got a little more than a cup, but the time I get it out of there, it'll probably stick anyhow. So let's do that. Yeah, I'm not going to be overly picky, so there's probably going to be a little left. And since I like to recycle, boom, put that in there. So we got our syrup. 1/4 cup bacon, a little more than I normally do, but I like bacon. Plop that in there, that's good, that's clean. Problem with bacon, obviously we all know it's overpowering. So we have everything in there except for pecans. And what are we looking at? 1 cup pecans. So let's do that. Well, a cup of pecans. I still got a ton of pecans left, so pecans. Done. Well, I'm just going to give this stuff a whirl with my spoon here, because my eggs are all mixed in there. And the syrup, I just want to make sure I get my syrup mixed in there. Nothing to it, guys. Hopefully you can see that, and I want to spin it all out. So that's that. This is actually a really easy pecan pie recipe. You'll see the results. And so what are we missing? Pie crust, obviously. So let me grab that. Okay, rolling pin. Pie crust we made earlier, that was Chef John's pie crust recipe. That's on the website. Or not, sorry, it's not on the website, but if you Google that, that's from All Recipes. So we chilled that for about, oh, they say at least 30 minutes, but I'm going to turn this and flatten this out. So obviously we need a rolling pin. I'm going to grab a little flour because probably won't get away with it. So I got a little flour and I got wet hands. I don't want that because I don't want it to stick to me. And all I'm after is mostly that bake. I'm not a huge baker, but I kind of like doing this stuff. I'm gonna put a little flour on there, a little flour on my cutting board. And people like, you know, again, I like cutting boards because they're easy to clean. Throw them in the dishwasher, we're done. I don't like making this stuff as simple as I can. So I'm going to scoot that over. I'm just going to roll the dough out a little bit. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to overwork it. I'm not too concerned about it. But obviously I want it to fit this pie pan. So the closer we can get, the better. So thickness wise, I don't know. It's really a guesstimate. My concern is more or less just keeping it uniform. So I'm getting pretty close, and I'd rather stretch it here than stretch it in the pie pan itself. Of course, I don't got a perfect round piece, but we'll fix that. So I'm getting close. I'm just working it until I get close to that pie pan size. And I'm getting fairly close there. Try to keep it uniform. And I think we're almost there. So not too bad. As you can see, kind of comes up really easy. And voila, we're gonna just flop it in there. So if you look at it, I'm a little short. So we could actually probably be best to pull that one back out and give ourselves a little more, because obviously we need a little more than what I had. So I'm just gonna roll it out a little more, and I would rather work it with the rolling pin, and a little thin there already, rolling pin, than to pull it in every which direction. But I think you all are pretty close there now. Thicker it gets, the harder, you know, but okay. So I'm just gonna tuck and pull it up. And this is the part to be careful with. So I'm working the dough side to side because I don't want holes, is what I don't want. And I want it to be pretty. That's my OCD in me. So I'm just working the bottom so I don't get holes. Working it up to the side is all I'm doing. And I'm not really overly concerned if the sides aren't as thick. I just don't want holes in the bottom of my pie because when I pull it out, I kind of want it to be uniform, but I also want the top to look good. So I'm just going to smooth that down a little bit too and try to make it pretty. It's not going to be perfect, but it's not like we're in a competition, so I'm not really worried about that. But aesthetics are important. People always look at that. So pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna go around the edge. I don't want air bubbles. There's a nice one. Get rid of that. Again, not totally perfect, but bam, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Done. Simple. Let's get the flour out of my way so I don't spill it. So that's a little thin there. I'm getting a little brown from the cast iron, which I care less. So there we are. And I'm going to need this for my apple, so I'm going to just throw that away. Now the simple part. Nothing too exciting here. Just get the stuff in there. Boom. I'm just going to get all that goodness out of there. as much as I can. Don't have to be perfect. If there's a little left, so what? I'm not going to get all excited to take a scraper. But the only thing I am kind of going to pay attention to is my pecans. I want them mixed in there kind of nice. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to put my pecans where they need to really go. And as you guys can see, you know, I'm fairly low in that pie crust, but it will bake up. And I would rather have a little more crust up top than have it totally full, because this will expand as it bakes. So that's it. I'm gonna just put I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge because I gotta get my apple one done, and then I'm gonna throw them in the smoker. So I will be back on the smoking side of it. So we'll see you in a few. Okay guys, I am back. Just wanted to make you see the pies sitting there. There they are, pecan, apple. And now I'm going to take you outside and go view our smoking setup. And the GoPro is almost out of power, so that's why I'm kind of rushing this a little bit. I do got extra batteries, but I was trying to hold off to do that. But here's what we got. Temp-wise, I think we're mid-20s today. I'm not sure, but you can see the wonderful snow there. And here is my setup. It's a cheap master-built gas smoker is what I'm going to use. Kind of brings an element to it. I just turned the gas on. Let's get some stuff happening here. And there you go. As we can see, we got flame. Full box of hickory. I'm not going to put water, so pie. And we'll be there. So I'm going to show you the pies going in a second, and we'll be right back. Next time I talk to you, we'll be seeing them coming out. Okay guys and gals, we are back. So we got the pies out. I actually put rings around them to protect the crust, but you can see our setup here. We're getting a little smoke out of the smoker. Temp wise, we're going to try to get around that 350, but I like to set them in earlier because you get that smoke. This is using hickory chips, and people, oh, it's bad smoke. Hey, hickory chips will be fine. It's not like we're burning a lot of wood. We're using a gas smoker, so we're just getting that piece going, so I'm not too worried about it. I got it on high right now, but I'm going to dial this in with temp, and obviously using a Thermo Pro. I'm at 167. I want to get up to that, about that 300, 250, 300 range. So we're going to play with that. My propane tank moved. Fix that. That's good. So there's our setup, and I do have a remote for the Thermo Pro, so I'm going to watch that and gauge it there, but I'm going to let it rock. When we're done, I'll show you kind of what it looks at, but you can see it smoking away. So here we go, 2 smoked pies for Christmas. We'll see you in a few. Okay, I am back. I just kind of wanted to show you the results here. We're almost done. I might leave it a little further, but I wanted to get the GoPro video. I'm probably let them brown a little bit more, but kind of wanted to see they are done. I did the toothpick test. They all pull out nice and clean, how they're supposed to, but kind of wanted just to show you the smoker, what it looks like. And I'm running out of daylight too, so, and actually I just think I lost flame too, so. But obviously it's dark, but here we're at. Nope, I still got flame, but you can see kind of what they look like in there. Looking pretty decent, I think. So pretty much I'd like a little more brown, so I'm gonna let them hang out, but I'm gonna end this video this way, guys, and I'm gonna crank that up, and obviously you can't see me, but I want a little more brown. But that's about it. I'll pull them out, show them cooling, and hope you like this video, the 2 pie videos. And those of you that watched the crust video, I kind of apologize. I had a part that I missed that with the food processor I thought was there, but apparently it wasn't. So I accidentally cut that or didn't record it. But there you have it. Till next time, there'll be some pictures on the Facebook page, some pictures on Instagram when they're pulled out and cooled. But till next time, please hit that like button, subscribe, share. Check out the YouTube channel. Could really use some more subscriber there. We're trying to make some more stuff. More videos to come later. Thank you.